All right, welcome. Everyone can hear me okay? I'm assuming everyone can hear me. So listen, I appreciate everyone here tonight. I know it was last minute because I was doing a capture event all day today. I got about 17 leads for us, for those of you on iCapture. And all right, so I want to share a little bit. First, talk with you for a few minutes about the changes that's upcoming in big home business and about my vision. When I first started in 2000, I lived in New York, then I went to Santa Monica, California. I actually went to stay with a guru who he saw me posting ads on Craigslist like thousands a day, and that was back when you could do it. It was like 90% of Craigslist was free, right? You didn't have to pay. Now it's like 10% is free, if that, right? So he goes, how do you do it? He thought I had an automated poster, right? Which I did later on in life, but at that time I didn't. I said, look, I do it myself. I get up in the morning and I work 20 hours just posting ads on Craigslist. And back then we were getting so many leads on Craigslist. I can't recall the name of the program. I want to say it was PAS, P-A-S, the acronym for Prosperity Automated. That's it, Prosperity Automated System, PAS. And let me tell the Aussie that I'm on a webinar real quick because he's Skyping me real quick. And they had a great business model. And the business model was this: PAS, Prosperity Automated System. And it was a portal, right? It was a portal. And you'd buy packages of traffic, and that's it. And the PAS company would drive traffic for everyone, and that's the only traffic they had to do. And they would drive traffic to the portal, to your affiliate link, right? And it was a big ticket. It was like, I think, 2,000, 3,500, and maybe 7,000. It was definitely 3,500. Maybe it was another higher level that I can recall. Right. So these past 3 days, we're launching on March 15th the Big Home Business Affiliate Program, right? And that's integrated with PlanNet Marketing. So it's gonna make a lot of people crazy residuals, because now you're making money residuals with Big Home Business, and you're making residuals with PlanNet Marketing. And if you choose lead flow. And one of the announcements I want to make is this: my vision is to have big home business, because nobody does our training, nobody has our training, nobody has our unified, custom, duplicatable system where we say, Sally, get them in church and get out of the way and get them saved, right? I'm not sure if Charles is here tonight, but Charles, hey Charles, how you doing? Charles came in last night, and I know he joined officially yesterday, and he's real busy. He's from Tennessee, and I forgot what he does, but I know he's very busy because we've been trying to communicate with each other through emails and phone calls, and finally we connected yesterday. And he joined under Tony Lamont. So all Tony did was actually, he didn't even do anything. He was on the church bus rotator, or one of the rotators, right? So the rotators work. So today, while I'm doing the iCapture event, I was thinking, man, wow, if I have to go deeper into the Zig Ziglar saying, and by the way, 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, we'll continue Zig Ziglar Leadership Audible at 8 o'clock in the morning. You're welcome to 10. And I was thinking, I said, if he says, if we help enough people get what they want, we're going to get what we want, right? And I really, really go by that. That's my model. That's my pledge to you guys, to do all it takes to get you what you want, right? So I'm thinking, this affiliate is coming up. Let me back up. So Thursday night was, I attended the PlanNet Marketing Hotel event here, our local weekly, but we had the #1 income earner in PlanNet Marketing. He makes about $100,000 a month, no less than $90,000 a month, right? And I'm like, that's a lot of money. How many of y'all know that's a lot of money? not 90,000 a month makes like 20,000 a month chump change, right? So I'm thinking, wow, how much money do you really need to start to live a nice life and get the things you want and accomplish the things you want, right? I'm thinking, if that guy would have a unified duplicative system like we have, and he takes even 20,000 of that 90,000 a month and puts it towards traffic to a platform like Big Home Business and to the business model like Pass, where we're driving traffic for you on that rotator. And this was a rotator kind of deal they had, right? Well, obviously it was. I said, man, we can help every Team Big Home Business member convert. Y'all with me here? And the more conversions, the more checks that goes out, the more the snowball momentum goes. Are y'all with me here? So I've been taking the past 4 days to read a lot. I still got 3 more books to read that have nothing to do, you would think, with business, but it has everything to do with life on Earth, right? And by the way, I'm going to be releasing my second podcast episode by in the morning. I'll be writing it tonight and recording it tonight, right? And it talks about this. And I'm like, wow. Yes, he's sacrificing what, 20,000 of 90,000 at first, but in the end, he's gonna nobody would do this. How many of y'all know that? No leader that I know in the top MLM has anything like Big Home Business, right? And they boast about all the money they make. When I'm like, listen, if I can waste money in the past on silly toys, and I guess at 54, I don't care about silly toys except for it being a mobile billboard, right? And that's what I've always used my past toys, meaning cars and that, as a mobile billboard. People, hey man, well, they seeing is believing, and earthlings want to see signs, right? But still, you can afford to have a mobile billboard and invest back into the followers that are on your team. And the snowball, it would eventually go crazy where you'll make up that $20,000 that you're willing to spend. I'm using $20,000 as a figure because I'm using him as an example of 90,000 a month, right? But even if I'm able to put 5,000, 10,000 a month, a percentage of the affiliate commission that we take in, my partners and I take in, back into traffic, back into letters, back into postcards, back into solo ads, towards the rotator, right? Don't you think that if you got a sign up like Charles came in through Tony and it came through a rotator, don't you think that's powerful? Don't you think that'll get the team members off their seats and, hey man, okay, this is great. Let me push myself a little bit and do a little bit of my own, and we're going to reach that level that you want to reach as you go faster. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So that's what we're going to do. And I want to make sure everyone is on the rotator, on the church bus rotator. And in the end, it's going to work. It's going to work because it just hit me out of the blue. It hit me. I went back remembering about Pass and how their business model was. And the only reason they're not here today, the only reason is because they didn't have a product. So the FTC shut them, or whoever it is, FTC was going to shut them down. But if they would have had a genuine package, all they were still selling was ad packages, right? Ad packages. But if they would have had a genuine product like we do, Big Home Business, a training platform for direct sales, internet marketing, email marketing, and so forth, right? With live webinars and everything. They did live calls. It was just business overview, get them signed up like this calls. But they would still be around. So out of the blue, it came to me. There was no reason for that thought to come to me, but it did. And I'm like, wow, that's where we're heading on March 15th to put everyone, I'll get everyone on the rotator tonight, get everyone on the rotator. It's very easy. You don't have to send me your link with the rotator, and I'll show you how it works tonight. And that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. And that, because a lot of y'all have full-time jobs, a lot of y'all on a limited budget. If we can make this work, when you're just paying at March 15th, $159, right, for the Big Home Business Affiliate Program, and you make 50%, and for the PlanNet Marketing, $59.99. If we can make this work, and it will work. It's not if, it will work. It's gonna go crazy. It's gonna be like netting fish in a barrel, right? The saying goes, shooting fish in a barrel, but that just sounds so violent in that. So netting fish in the barrel, so we keep them alive and going back in the barrel, right? But it's going to, because right now we implemented a 3-day expiration. If they register for Big Home Business and they don't take action within 3 days, it's okay. We're not for everybody. We move on. Well, we are for everybody, but 90% of the Earthlings are programmed, right? So I was led to write a post yesterday about, man, it's okay. It's realistic. You have to have a job. It is what it is. But you have to have, while you have a job, like Jim Rohn says, you have to have something part-time that's building your wealth. Make no mistake about it. And today, I was talking to someone that put in their information, and he said, how much is it going to cost me? And Greg Ballou, I'm not sure. Yeah, is Greg here? Hey, Gregory Flores. How you doing, buddy? Greg put a post that I shared, and he says, the broke-minded people ask, how much is it? And entrepreneurs ask, how much can I make? That, wow, that was eye-opening, because I recall today, like I said, how much is it going to cost me, right? And I'm thinking, wow, we're off to a bad start already. This guy doesn't, and I told him, because I didn't feel like him sticking around asking me that, so I told him there was a crowd, so I told him, right? And I'm like, wow. But Greg Ballard's post really hit home. And the other day, I wrote a post from some of my reading. I was going through TikTok. And on TikTok, there's a lot of, when you get through the funny stuff and the girls and that, there's like Gary Z is on there. And then I just posted one, Elon Musk is on there. And there's some gems that, I go through it when I'm trying to relax and I smoke a cigar. And there's a lot of gems on that I get, that I've gotten, Like Elon Musk, when he started PayPal, him and his brother, they couldn't even afford an apartment. They rented a little office studio. They slept there. They took showers at the YMCA. That's the sacrificial mindset that you have to have when you're starting off, right? And it's great for you that you can coattail on Big Home Business. And so this guy, I told him how much it was. And I said, let me ask you something. Do you have cable? And this guy he was paying like $200 in cable. How many of y'all know cable is, hey, I go back how many of y'all remember when it was HBO, Cinemax, and Showtime, and ABC, CBS, and NBC, and then Fox came along? How many of y'all remember those days? Now you have like 300 channels. And if you don't get the sports, if you get the sports package, you got like another 200. You don't ever miss a game. And it's like $200. And he goes, yeah, man, I watched it. He said Cleveland Browns is his favorite team. That's why he has it. So I'm thinking, man, these Earthlings, they don't get it. Listen to me. I'm not going to get off a tangent, but I want to share something with you because I've been reading a lot and I've been watching a lot of videos, YouTube videos and that. And I've been buying a lot of audios and audibles and that. And this world is not for us. This world is not rooting for us. Y'all hear me? This world, and I'm going to say, this government and all world governments are not rooting for us. They're keeping us busy. They're keeping us busy. I'm letting you know, if our minds are busy, and you might think, oh, Angel, you're exaggerating. No, listen to me. How do you babysit a room full of kids, 4 and 6-year-olds? You give them an iPad these days, or you used to give them a TV and put on the cartoons. It's no different, but on a little bit more sophisticated model these days and with adults. I'm reading a book that I highly recommend everyone read. The four arguments to throwing away your television, right? And man, I'm only halfway through, and it's sickening. It's sickening when you see, wow, it talks about how we don't experience life on Earth anymore. And I'm just saying in general, I'm not saying that everyone doesn't, but for the most of us, including myself, we don't. Now, I don't own a TV. I used to have a nice, beautiful $2,500 TV. I don't own a TV. I'll never own a TV, because especially now, before I read this book, halfway through this book, I still hated TV. Now, I definitely will never own a TV, and this past season, football season, I'm a New England Patriots fan. Did I watch a couple games? Yes, I did watch a couple games, but not like last year where I watched all season and everything. I didn't even watch half but the Super Bowl. Half time I left, It's because once you understand, once you're in the know, once you understand that the government, so there's a term I was looking up from one of the YouTube audios, and this all is relative, trust me, because my mission in big home business is freedom, to break away from Caesar's world, to be able to do what you want to do, when you want to do, with who you want to do, wherever you want to go. That's my mission, freedom. And I remember Empower Network, and I was thinking about this today. Empower Network, their theme was fight the forces of evil, right? And I always thought, okay, that's cute, and that, but that message resonates now. It resonates now. Their whole message, their whole theme in Empower Network, and I'm sure that's why it was the perfect storm. They didn't mess it up, right? It was a perfect storm where we had 6,000, 5,000, 4,000 people at events, all in, which allowed me to make $989,000 in 18 months, So they messed up what they had, perfect, but that message resonates for me even more today. Fight the forces of evil, and I always thought, oh, that was just cute, yeah, it's a nice little coattail to ride on, but it's so true. They never got deep into it, but it's so true. I'm letting you know, it's so true. So that's where we're heading. That's where my vision is. That's where my mission is, to put back a nice percentage every month, starting on March 15th, into traffic, direct letters, which converts the most, postcards. We can try solo ads, Craigslist ads, and that. So yeah, that's where I'm at, and that's where we're heading to. And I just want to take the time to share that with you, because I know that the government just wants to keep you controlled. I swear to God, they do. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to step on some toes now, but you don't have to agree with me today. But one day, you're going to wake up, and you're going to say, damn, Angel was right all the time. Angel was right all the time. When I'm talking about the government wants to keep you poor and oppressed, I'm going to share this with you. I know it's going to step on a lot of hearts and beliefs, okay? 90%, and I'm talking about, when I mean the government, I'm talking about the political system, the infrastructure inside the United States. And now what I'm going to say, I may know the hearts of my hearts of hearts, I believe it's true. 90% of religion coexists with the government's interest and their self-interest as a control mechanism as well. I said it. I'm letting you know. And that's what, and I'm a spiritual person, right? And I believe spirituality is within, right? But I'm letting you know. And it's everything I've been reading is like, oh my God. So there's a term that Carl Jung talks about, it's called synchronicity. When a chain of events happens that seems so far-fetched from happening, but it did happen, there must be some divine force behind it, right? And one of the readings talked about, and they call it the library of angels, right? How many of y'all have ever come across or something suddenly dropped in your lap that helped you towards whatever you're looking to accomplish or looking to learn about? Anyone had that experience? Anyone had that experience? You know, where you come across the book that you wanted, you know, or you needed, that it just fell in your lap. Whether it was you walk into the library aisles and it popped up right in front of you, or you walk into a bookstore and there it was, and it just popped to your brain, right? Your eyes connected with the title in the book, right? Or whatever, you know. And he said there's a library of, you know, divine, that they set these things up. They set these synchronicity events up. And that's what's been happening to me the past 4 or 5 days. You know, I'm always ordering books. I mean, Amazon almost comes to me every day, right? I'm always listening to audibles, right? When I'm done here, I'm going to listen to an audible. I'm going to read the last couple chapters of the last book I have, and of one of the books I have, and then I'm going to start on my podcast. But I want you to know, if you're a guest here tonight, big home business is so different than anything else out there, and it's going to be so different. And I'm letting you know, it's going to break the MLM model existing today. The cookie cutter model goes with the hotel meetings, goes with the pretty lifestyle marketing websites. It's that, you know. So at this meeting, there was a good, you know, it was very crowded because the number one income earner was there, right? And I'm sitting in the back, and I'm thinking, like, wow, 90%, 95%, and according to Google, 99% of these people in this room are going to fail. They're going to fail. They're going to get caught up by a great speaker showing his diamonds, you know, and nothing to take away from this number one guy. He worked his butt off. He started, I'm going to share this much with you. He started by paying the $199 to get in PlanNet Marketing, and he's still paying the $59.99. So I'm not going to take anything away. There are people that have come from other MLMs who bring over their whole downline, and that's usually what happens with the gurus at top. Because you're like, how did they get there in 4 years? How did they get there in 2 years? How did they get there in 1 year? Because they usually were successful in some other program, and they had a huge following and a huge team there, and for whatever reason they jumped ship and they brought everyone along. How many of y'all know that's true? How many of y'all know that's true? I'm letting you know that's not deniable. That's true. That is true. Absolutely true. I'm telling you. And not to take away, because he obviously did something right, or she did something right that got them to follow, you know, so he's obviously doing something right. But my mission in big home business is to truly help you, like Zig Ziglar says, so that I can get everything I want, and so I can accomplish the things I want, you know. All right, so for the guests, I'm going to go over big home business unified duplicatable system. I'm also going to go over some things and then show you how the rotators work. All right, let me turn off my video, sit my butt down. I'm actually tired today because at that event, it's like 70 people there. But the reason I got 17 leads, 17 good solid leads, is because, and for those of you on iCapture, we got about 80% that received the money bag, and they all should have received it by now and opted in. That was pretty cool. And I just got an email from one of those that wants to set up an appointment with me tomorrow. So I told her just to go through the appointment system. I don't know whose lead that is. All right, so let's go. Let me know when you can see my screen. This is big home business, okay? Now, I want to go over something with you here, because at first it seems like, damn, that's depressing, because out of the 223 total members, I'm just being transparent, out of the 223 total members and total active members, which includes y'all, 47 big home business team, BHP team you see on the right-hand side, And that's actually more because some of y'all double dipping, but they're not in there and they're not in big home business, right? Last 7 days, well, if you look down here, last month in February, 100, oops, I'm sorry, 168, 168. If you look last month in February, 168 new members. And some of them are still in the pipeline. I got appointments with them this week. I got like 7. This month already, 25. Last 7 days, 21. Today, 2. This year, I'm not sure why that number is 193. But after 3 days, they get deactivated. Okay, that's 172 got deactivated. Now I'm like, damn, 172 deactivated. That means they didn't take action. So I know that that big home business is perfect system if someone really wants to make money from home and they don't have the time, or they're a newbie, or they're struggling, whatever. All you have to do is get them in church and we're going to get them saved. I also know that of those 172 people, even though most of them came through letters and Craigslist and postcards, well, now we got postcards going out, no postcards. They won't go out till March 15th. So everyone's done letters, solo ads, and Craigslist. And this is a buyer's list. When we do letters and postcards, the data is from people that bought something online. I'm going to get more, tomorrow I'm going to call Daryl, my source, who's been around for 40 years. He's like 70 years old. Been around for 40 years in this lead generation game. He does my fulfillment. Well, normally he does my fulfillment for postcards. Lena does my fulfillment for letters. And then this March 15th, St. Patrick's Day sale we have going on, we're going to do the fulfillment because that's the only way we can do it at the price we're doing it for, which is like half price, right? But I know their buyers list. He's told me that. But I have to do, I'm going to call them tomorrow and I'm going to find out, define buyers list. Did they buy a silly ClickBank product? Because I assume from our conversation, they were either in an MLM in the past, you know, and either got beat up by an MLM or they just quit, you know. So I need to, that's the first thing on my task list tomorrow, is to tweak and get better data. You know, I'm gonna share something with you. Lena sent me an email or called me and she said, hey, see, in the lead, in the letter business, in the direct mail business, okay, you can allow up to 5% returns. Bad addresses, they moved and stuff like that. Anything over 5%, they're supposed to give me credit. And this past batch, I don't know whose batch it was or anything that went out. I'm sure Lena can find out for me. She got like 10%, maybe a little over 10%, right? Not crazy, but more than 5% that she said was returned to, you know, sender, no address. I mean, they no longer live there or whatever, right? Because every letter, every address that goes out, Lena puts it through the U.S. Post Office confirmation software or whatever it is, and they know, you know, it's a good address, right? It's a good address, but that doesn't mean the people still live there. Y'all with me here? That doesn't mean the people still live there, because I don't know how often it's updated. I'm gonna ask Lena about that. So some of those are, so we're gonna fix that, right? And then you have people that, obviously we had 172, that's a great number, 223, how many in this month? Last month, 168. And they're still not, you know, they're not what I thought they should be, because these people, one times when I have a chance, I call them, you know, like, I'm like, you're the one that registered. They don't even remember. Sometimes they don't even remember, well, I've registered for a lot of things online. I'm like, what? So by the way, one of the things we're implementing and the Aussie is implementing tonight is this. On the registration page, we're going to ask for their address. And the reason we're asking for their address, first and foremost, is to mail them a welcome letter to show them, instruct them how to get back to bighomebusiness.com/login. Use your email that you use to register and the password you created, right? And I'm going to have a webinar tomorrow around 1 o'clock or so, and I got to ask this. And I know this is a business overview, and I know you guessed, but at least you're getting the inside of how much we care and where we're heading, right? So we're adding the mailing registration, right? A mailing address registration, so they can put it in there. They have to put it in there, and that will weed out a lot of people. That will weed out a lot of people because you can tell if it's a fake address pretty much if they really don't take the time to think of a real address that's going to be used as a fake address, right? So and some people will just exit out, right? So, and I'm going to find out those numbers about bounces. A bounce on a website is when they hit the website and they don't do anything and they just exit out, and we can track the stats on that, right? So we're going to, especially once March 15th comes along, we're going to really get this down to the highest quality lead possible, right? One of the thoughts I have in mind is going back to setting up an appointment. The call to action would be setting up an appointment, and then I talk to him, then I give him your registration page, affiliate registration page link. Doberman Dan, the more I'm going through this, Doberman Dan is so absolute right. He says, man, you got to make them go through the hoops. He said he remembered when he was starting out and he was wanting to purchase a Dan Kennedy, some kind of Dan Kennedy product, right? Training videos or whatever it was, right? And that Dan Kennedy had no order form or anything around, and it was an emailing back and forth till he finally till they finally told him how to get to the shopping cart, right? So this is where he learned. Dan Kennedy made him go through the hoops. If you really want something and you really believe in something, you're gonna crawl across the desert to find it. Can I get amen? I'm telling you, if your life is in shambles and you're not making the money you want to make, and you come across a video that's sincere and transparent, and you really want this, you're not going to stop. So Dober and Dan, before I took his first coaching program, he said, I say about your coaching program, right that, and because there was no cart or nothing, and on his Camelot website, and he sent me an email. Well, I'm taking 20 people, and I'm not sure if you're quite. No, he said he had me fill out this like a Survey Monkey. He uses Survey Monkey, which by the way is the same owners as Woofu Form. And I filled it out, my experience and all that. So I'm thinking, oh, this guy's gonna be. He knows I'm a guru. Blah blah blah. He's gonna let me. This is before we got to know and did the coaching, and then he came on our webinar as a guest, which we're gonna get him back, and we're gonna have a lot of guests, some surprising guests on this now, starting after March 15th to increase the value of big home business. Some crazy guests on crazy topics. Yeah, Teresa. Yeah, well, not a gift. It'll be a letter, but not a gift. Well, maybe we can send them something. I'm not sure. But remember, I'm paying for it, so trying to keep costs down because, it's going to get it's going to get crazy when we have, 168 people. Just in February is going to be a lot more, but that's okay. It's part of me helping you get what you want so I can get what I want. But so I get a reply after I submitted his survey, his information about me and all that, and he said this: I'm not sure you're a good fit, but my office will follow up in a couple of weeks, right? Man, I'm like, what the? This, and I called him all kinds of names, like, man, does he know who I am? Blah, 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 right? Well, I'm just chump change to him because he makes $40 million a year, right? But I took it personal, man. So
I sent him in. No, I just sent him an email saying, okay, thank you. And I did wait 2 weeks. And he said, hey, if you're still interested, I thought about it. I'm gonna let you in. Is that crazy or what? He knew what he was doing all along. Are y'all with me here? Now that I know his methods and that's part of his method. But at first, I didn't know. I took it personal. But now I understand more and more. I got into his coaching and Camelot. I understand you've got to get people through the hoops. No more gunslinging. I've been gunslinging all my life, throwing spaghetti marketing, throwing something against the wall and hope something sticks. No, it doesn't work that way. You got, for everyone on Jerry Springer, there's 3 that get it, that have the entrepreneur minded, that are sick and tired of being sick and tired to use an AA phrase, right? And they want it better than life. And somehow they snap and the light comes on. So we're gonna make them go through the hoops, and the free those 172, they're still in your back office. If they came through your link, you'll see them as deactivated, and we're gonna email them about once a month, right? And I'm gonna send them an email. Hey, if you wish, in fact, tomorrow I'll send my first email to the deactivated, the 170. Hey, I'm gonna send like, hey, why don't you make it? It's gonna be, the call to action will be to make an appointment with me. It'll be a little more in depth than that, right? Talking about big home business, how it can help you in that, a little bit more in depth. And then the final call would be called CTA, would be make an appointment with me. That's what's going to happen. So don't think those free deactivated are gone. Okay, they're still in your pipeline, right? So the church bus rotator he has a church bus referrals, right? On March 15th, everyone's going to be on there. Every active member is going to be on there. Are y'all with me here? Every active member is going to be on there. And the way, you don't have to send me your link. The rotator URL is the main URL, bighomebusiness.com. Bighomebusiness.com. Y'all with me here? The other rotator links you find on YouTube is bighomebusiness.pro. Everyone with me here? So all we do, and I'm gonna do this on March 15th, whoever's active, is I'll select a member. Oh yeah, I gotta fix this. It's actually showing everyone. It used to now. That's a good note I have to make to the Aussie. And like Teresa Baker, I'll see if Teresa Baker is on. No, she's not. I just go like this. Teresa Baker, add. And these are the members. These are the count. Those are her members. But this is the count of the rotator, the hits. I don't know the difference between the count and the hits. I have to learn that, right? And you'll see it running, and go like that. Then I'll go to the next one, Anthony Lamana, Bob Johnson. Well, Bob Johnson is not active. Teresa Presso. Just like that. And Helen K. Tom K. And I'm just doing a couple now. I'll get them all done tonight. Okay? There's 40, whatever the number said. Okay? So we're going to drive traffic out of my percentage of, because you guys make 50%. And we're going to drive traffic to bighomebusiness.com. Okay? Charles is in here because he came through Tony Lamana. So this works. Charles actually was a lead flow. Then we're going to really get big into fishing. Okay. And I have to say this. Now is not the time to drop lead flow. They changed merchant count. You don't want to lose those leads. I told you I have a structured day now, and it'll really be, I'm going to stick to my guns starting tomorrow, daily mission on earth. And part of that is going to be training on mailing your lead flow leads using GMass, which there's already great training inside Big Home Business, but we're going to take it to another level. This is now rush mail is worth so much more to us as we're warming the IPs, right? And you're going to learn how to, like Matt, I'm not sure, Matt, are you here? Matt mailed, he uses G Suite, and he mailed his lead flow. Matt, are you here? How many leads did you mail through G Flow? I mean, through Gmail. If he's here, he'll answer. But listen, you couldn't be in a better position. You couldn't be in a better position with the vision of Big Home Business, our mission, and how we're going to help you absolutely succeed. You know, we turned like 4 team members in PlanNet Marketing to bronze in the last 7 days. That's crazy. And a lot of y'all, like Bruce Wade, assistant chief of fire chief, he's like 1 away. Tony Lamanna is 1 away. There's a lot of y'all that are just 1 away. And remember, the goal is to get to 9. That's when all the matrix opens in PlanNet Marketing, and you're making residuals, and they pay that out on the 10th of every month. All right. So, and then we're going to email like with the admin mailer. They get them in church. I email through here, and I email through Entreport. Our platform is integrated through API with Entreport. And this, we hit the inbox too, but Entreport darn sure hits the inbox, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to members, manage members. I'm going to log into a free members account. Okay. So I love this page. Aussie did an awesome job, right? She has 2 days. And by the way, you don't think I'm playing? You ready for this? Look, her name is what? Gina Roush. You see that? Everyone see that? Everyone see that? Gina Roush, Friday the 13th, the predictable income consultation. This works. I got Friday 20th. Well, she's in twice. I guess she wanted to come in earlier. Is that powerful? What? And by the way, what I find when someone schedules a little ahead, you know, into the future, it's because they're scheduling the appointment with their payday. I found out that to be true a lot. Y'all with me here? When they schedule like on a Friday, it's because they're gonna get paid. You know, so I'm like, one time I asked her, how come you scheduled, you know, a week from now? That's when I get paid. So so this does work, man. It's about getting a quality lead, and no one spends more time on fixing things and gearing towards the highest quality lead than I do, man. Than I do. So she's got 2 days and 6 hours. And by the way, I'm gonna send her an email because 2 days and 6 hours, that she'll be expired. So I'm gonna send her an email. Hey, let me know did you have time to watch all the videos? Because, and I'm gonna call her. I'm gonna call her, and I'll email her and call her. So, you know, and all they have to do is go through 7 videos, actually 6 videos, actually 5 videos. You know, that's it. Now, I've been working, and it'll, you know, because I started working on this yesterday, on the edits that need to be made with the new affiliate program, and pretty much 60% of these videos have to be edited, right? Not the PlanNet Marketing, not the InteleTravel and that, but there's a lot of things that need to be edited, and I'm taking my time. I stopped, not just for the iCapture event, but because I needed to read some and listen to some audibles, because believe it or not, it's, even though it's not internet marketing related, it's vision related and my mission related, you know, so I have to do that. So those videos will be edited. I'm probably looking at, you know, it'll be before, obviously it has to be before the 15th, and 15th is just like 6-7 days away, right? So it'll definitely be there way before the 15th, okay? And we'll be ready to go. And the Aussie has started the API integration with our merchant account Stripe, right? So let me log in for the guests to show them what happens when they upgrade. When you join our PlanNet Marketing team, here you are, okay? And it can be overwhelming, and trust me, it's less overwhelming than it was before we had the color codes, okay? One big announcement I'm going to make that that I was told by my mentors and my partners to make is this: Big home business, PlanNet Marketing is the only MLM I'm in. That's my money vehicle. Okay. It's my last rodeo. Nothing else. I won't do another one. I won't add another one for me to do, but I truly believe that big home business can be a vehicle. The unified duplicatable system can be a vehicle for anyone and any business, right? If you're in Melaleuca, and that's one of the videos I'm going to add, how big home business unified duplicatable system can be a platform no matter what you're in, right? It's like lead flow. We have training lead flow, right? I'm going to start fishing out lead flow again. What's his name? Hodgen, I forgot the guy's name. Ray, is that Ray Hodgen or something like that? I'm paying $19.99 for his Facebook group, is pretty much his Facebook group, because I pay $19.99 for his membership site, but all it is a couple videos about joining his Facebook group, and everything else is a la carte you buy. But that's okay. I don't need his products at this time, I know. But I do need his Facebook group. We do need his Facebook group, because I'm fishing out of that pond. And Charles came through lead flow. He saw one of my videos in the back of, which is outdated, SendGrid, in the back of Big. I'm gonna ask John to take it down. And he started researching, came across bighomebusiness.com. Yeah, John Valley, yeah. He came across bighomebusiness.com. And yeah, the video I have in the back is outdated. SendGrid, everyone's getting shut down. So, I mean, I told him I don't use SendGrid. I use GMass now. And GMass is cheap. It's like, I don't know, $14, $10, integrated with G Suite. But, and it inboxes. I have training inside Big Home Business there. But I want to open up Big Home Business for anyone in any business opportunity that wants to learn true email marketing, like list segmentation, the art of list segmentation. I'm going to put that back there now again. And direct sales, 3D marketing, and all that stuff. Nobody has the creative marketing that we do that can help them. I absolutely know Big Home Business for anyone and everyone that wants to succeed from home. So that also allows you, oh no, I'm already in Melaleuca. Well, hey, just register for free, and Big Home Business can help you too. Y'all with me here? That'll open up this pool, this pond that we're fishing from not just from different niches, or targeted niches, which will absolutely explode your affiliate within Big Home Business commissions. All right. I'm gonna encourage y'all here, when you first join, you go through here, new member welcome page. Please, there's half of y'all there should be 47 photos back here, and I don't have. I'm starting to get a lot more. Charles, I thought you it must be in alphabetical order. There's Charles Dukes. Where's your cowboy hat, Tennessee, Charles? There's the fire chief, Bruce Wade. So we should have 47 in here, 47 pictures. And it's just part of the whole synergy of being a tribe, right? You join our Facebook group, it's very active. And then you go to integration links. You'll put your program variable in here. If you're in lead flow, you put lead flow. When you join our PlanNet Marketing team, you put PlanNet Marketing team right there. And okay, I thought I was looking at logged into my account, but no, I'm logged into someone else's. So I saw 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And whoever this is, oh no, I think this is the Aussie. Yeah, Tim. Okay, yeah, Tim. We're not in Australia. That's why he's not in here. PlanNet Marketing is not in Australia. So here are your affiliate links. I mean, so far we have like 11 affiliate pages you can use. 11. And 2 of these have to be edited, which is the warm market and the first 9 are gold and get 3 to set free. These are your warm market videos that you should send out. If you're not a bronze in PlanNet Marketing, the first 3 positions are going to be rewarded greatly. because they're your first three. Okay, so as I bring in people and everyone else brings in people, they fall into the matrix, right? And there's a video here on the matrix. So you can go to YouTube, PlanNet Marketing Comp Plan, and I'll explain it to you here, right? So these two need to be edited because I need to add the component of big home business affiliate platform, right? But these are crazy, but this one cost me $1,800. And this is the main page that I would use for letters and postcards. Those of you that got into my sales and postcards, by the way, we got 7 positions left, right? And you gotta get in no later than tomorrow because this is self-fulfillment for me and Lena. So they're gonna go out March 17th and March 15th is right around the corner. All right. So, but this is the main page that you promote letters and postcards that I highly recommend. Okay. And then you have the other pages. You have the lead flow 247. And this is the only page that I got to ask the Aussie, why doesn't the preview sends them straight to your capture page, but they should send them here to me talking 4 minutes. And then they click on that and it takes them to your lead flow capture page. Okay. All right. And then you have the Uber. This is an Uber funnel for you, those of you who take Uber or you want to promote to Uber or you want to fish out the Uber Facebook, which is very hard to do. You got to friend them. We're not in Canada yet, but we're going to be in Canada. This we're going to start implementing today. If they can confirm they have we're going to change this. I got to change this video a little bit because now with the affiliate program, we don't want to let them in for free. We used to say, yeah, you can come in because we're not open in PlanNet Marketing yet, but we will be in August, late August. But now we don't want to do that because now they can actually register and upgrade to big home business and get everything inside big home business. Y'all with me here? So this video needs to be changed too. UK invasion, that's huge. UK, look at these pretty beautiful sites. You know, this is UK right here. UK is blowing up. They're active now. Their PlanNet Marketing is inside the UK too. Okay. And then we got so many. We got this is Craigslist. Matt Griffin, and by the way, Matt, he emailed me, and he's at that retreat this weekend, so he'll be back on Tuesday. We're gonna meet at Panera Bread. Matt Griffith brought in a retired big guru. He was like one of the top in the top 5 income earner in Ambit Energy and in NSA, right? Got him from paying a $35 ad on Craigslist, $35. I highly recommend everyone should have an ad on Craigslist. Everyone. Okay. And this Rich Jesus, this is, if you're a Christian and you want to send it to someone who's a Christian, this is a pretty good video. And then we got Monetize Columbus. This, this would be a great ad page to promote, even on Craigslist, to be honest with you. On Columbus, yeah, I mean, even on Craigslist, because it resonates. And I'm here in Bexley, which is inside 2 square mile city inside Bexley, town inside Bexley, right? Township, I guess they call it, I don't know. But they can meet me at Panera, they can meet me at the cigar lounge, they can meet me at Starbucks, they can meet me in Bexley somewhere if they need to meet me. And I'm willing, I'm ready to, So that's pretty cool. So I highly recommend you can test and use this link. For Craigslist, okay? Everyone with me here? So we have so many, and those are the warm market pages. We have so many, and we're going to add more and more. And when someone that may not be in, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to learn, and maybe y'all can give me some feedback in an email. What MLMs and BizOps are you seeing that's out there on Facebook that's popular that you might be getting emails from, and we'll create a page for them, okay? We'll create a page for us to fish. Y'all with me here? So like I'm gonna go to businessforhome.org and look at the top. They have a list of top 100. So we can get them, man, we can get them. So that'll be powerful. right? And it'll be almost the same video, but talking directly to them in their business. Hey, you're in Melaleuca, big home business can help you on that, right? So there are a lot of like Erick Worre and all that. There are a lot of people that just do traditional 3-foot rule cookie cutter training. You know, what separates big home business from everything else is that you absolutely only have to promote one of your affiliate links to get them in church, and you get out of the way. Tony LaManna did not email Charles. He did not talk to Charles. He did not, or text broadcast Charles, nothing, right? He got Charles inside big home business, and he got out of the way. There's no more proof than that. It worked perfectly. It worked perfectly. Are y'all with me here? You really need to understand the power of big home business. And for those of you that knew, when you get upgraded, you go to the big home business system, and I have to go through these videos to make sure, and I'm sure I'm gonna have to edit. I don't have to redo the whole hour, but I'm gonna edit it to add the affiliate component of big home business, right? Look, let me say this. On March 15th, okay, we're promoting PlanNet Marketing, okay? But they have to join big home business. They have to join big home business. Once they join PlanNet Marketing, great. Now, they don't have to. They can try to go out on their own and plug into the company's cookie cutter stuff, right? Or if they want or if they want me and my staff to go to work for them to get them in church and get out of the way, they need to join big home business, and you're going to make 50% of big home business, $97. So when you have 3 in PlanNet Marketing, you've made money through PlanNet Marketing, $50 for each personal. You've opened up the matrix 3 levels, and you made $150 with big home business, because yes, it's 97, but we pay 50. I give you the extra $3. When you have 9, you've opened up the whole personals, and when you have 9 personals inside big home business, okay, they have to be personals inside big home business. And when you have 9 personals in PlanNet Marketing, you've opened up the whole matrix in your gold level inside big home in PlanNet Marketing, and you've opened up the whole matrix now. And now you're making, that means you're getting paid on all the levels in the matrix, and you're making $450 with big home business every month. Isn't that powerful? I mean, that's crazy good. I mean, I'm like, man, am I hyping this up? No, I do. I said, and I go back to the calculator. I'm like, no, this is easy math. This is easy math. When you have 50 personals inside big home business, and the 50 don't have to be personals in PlanNet Marketing. After you're 9, they don't have to be personals, right? You're considered a director in training, and you're doing good in PlanNet Marketing, and you're banking $2,500 a month in big home business. I'm just going to let you know that there's not an MLM that pays out, including PlanNet Marketing, that pays out that much for just 50 personals. Y'all with me here? There's not. It could take you 6 months. It can take you 8 months. Once we get going on March 15th with the rotator, I'm financing the rotator, and I'm not saying you should sit at home eating bonbons. You want to go to work. This is helping you get momentum going. Are you with me here? 1 second. 1 second, sorry. And I mean, the math is absolute. Please really take that at heart. When you have 100, which it doesn't have to be personals in PlanNet Marketing, you're making $500 bonus, just bonus. And whatever your matrix tree is, that's 100 times 4 is 400, right? You're making $1,000 total. 400, they give you the extra 100. 400 and a $500 bonus, you're making $1,000 with PlanNet Marketing. That's residual. That's residual. And you're making $5,000 with big home business. That's $6,000. Back in Montague, like 12 years ago, I brought in 148 people in Montague in a weekend. Some of y'all were there for that. Forgot what it was called. It was a cool campaign I did. The Invisible Man, what was I forgot what it was. But anyway, it was John Casella and I. And I brought in 148 people. They were on like they had to be at least on $100 auto ship a month. And I barely made $200 a month in residual. I barely made $200 a month in residual. Bring in 100, and they were all pretty much personals. Yeah, I made money on the fast start and all that, which was a little bit good chunk. But at the end of the day, residuals what count. Residuals what gives you freedom. Residuals what allows you to phase out your job or retire early or just quit. There'll come a day when you're making money with big home business that replaces your full time, and the only reason you're staying there is for health benefits. Can I get an amen? That's the truth. And one day, I'm going to have big home business group health benefits. That's my vision, right? So you can quit that, but we have to get a lot more team members. Good 500 would be good. Once we reach 500, we can start researching group benefits. And they do have them. There's some MLMs that do offer insurance, and you just get a group rate. All right. Prospects and pipeline, and all the training is here. Training and webinars. You can go to the calendar. You'll see what webinars are on for tomorrow and so forth. You just click on it and it'll let you in. Schedule an appointment with me. I'm accessible 24/7. You don't need to schedule an appointment if it's just like a 5-minute, 10-minute call even. Okay. But if you need me to get on Zoom and show you some things, show you where you're stuck on that you need help, I encourage you to schedule an appointment so we don't get interrupted. All right. Copycat. All you do is watch this. Now the search is at the bottom. Type in Craigslist, and you got Craigslist ad 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you got other emails in there and everything. And then you got the PlanNet Marketing YouTube World Dominance, which I'm going to talk to about next, right? By the way, to listen to my podcast, I encourage everyone. You don't want to miss tomorrow's podcast. Go to I think you can click on that, and then subscribe. Okay, subscribe. Man, this link is still not working. Okay, bighomes.biz. Okay, still not hyperlinked. I don't know. It looks hyperlinked inside when I do it. And you can listen to my podcast. Eat the meat and spit out the bones, but I can promise you it's meat if you do away with the programming, right? And there's my YouTube channel. But here, where was I saying? Right here. And then you got if you miss a webinar, because I don't expect you to attend all webinars, you go to webinar replays, and everyone should be watching Andre Young, my sponsor in PlanNet Marketing, InteleTravel's webinar here. It's 44 minutes long, and it'll guide you through getting through. Okay, and if you have any questions, I'm going to have Andre Young, my sponsor. He joined PlanNet Marketing 2.5 years ago for one reason, to travel, him and his wife, and to book groups. He's actually going to Italy. I'm like, but it's in September. I'm like, did you pay for it already? Because you probably could get a big discount. And he said, I don't want to get a discount. I'm banking because he booked 40 people, 39 people, right? So there was a meme says, if you're smart, you'd book a cruise for 3 days, and once you get quarantined, you get a 30-day cruise. But that would probably be awful. But everything's here. There's a GMAS training, TRS 900 marketing. You got the YouTube marketing. It doesn't cost you anything. Dominate YouTube for our keywords with us. Okay, and YouTube is the #2 search engine in the world, #2 social media platform. It works. Tomorrow I'll start again. Like I said, I'm on a daily mission with exact task list to do. I'm not gonna be all over the place, this and that, boom. And you're gonna have videos every day to take 10 minutes, 15 minutes at the most, to use these free software to get them down, upload and you watch this training, 60 minutes long. It tells you exactly what to do and how to do it. All right, and I'm telling you, it works. It works. Photo gallery. It's just $11,000 worth for those. And we're going to start teaching. I think this Saturday, I want to teach PowerPoint, how you can create a PowerPoint video and how you can use Camtasia with my green screen stuff, right? So you click on here, and you got $11,000 worth of products I bought. I mean, stock photos and video clips I bought over, my career, and it adds up. All right. Does anyone have any questions? Yes, do you have any questions? Look, I appreciate everyone here. If you're a guest, get back who invited you on this webinar. If you're inside Big Home Business, log in. You'll go to join Team Big Home Business. You'll click on the 7 steps. They'll guide you to joining, and just join. If you have any questions, you're welcome to call me. My number's all over the Big Home Business free site. But here, I'm going to put it here for you. I'm letting you know from the bottom of my heart, I'm letting you know, I'm not the same man I was last week. I'm not the same man I was yesterday. And tomorrow, I won't be the same man I am today, because I'm obsessed with studying because I want every one of us. It's starting to become personal now. It really is. I'm going to close with this. It's starting to become personal. The more I learn about how this world order is treating us like cattle, make no mistake about it. I swear to God, they treat us like cattle. They give us enough grass to keep happy, enough shelter to keep out of the rain and the elements, and enough programming to keep our minds busy. And you may not believe that today, but I'm letting you know. You'll wake up one day and you'll say, damn, Angel was right. Y'all have a good night. Thank you.